Hello Artsy Peeps, this is Ian DJ, RavenFox13. On today's video, we will be painting, swatching, and using these materials. This is the Kuretake Gansai Tambi watercolors made in Japan. We'll also be using the Winsor and Newton Cotman watercolor paper, F3, medium, and we'll be using our Himimiya brush to paint and swatch. So let's begin. Always make sure that your brush is clean whenever you paint. Let's just open this up there. Japanese watercolors or gansais are usually more opaque in comparison with the regular Western watercolors. So this is the first time I'm using this paper. It would be a review of both the watercolors and the paper. So let's just do a fun swatch over here. Okay, let's start with the red. Over there. So this is the red, rich color. This paper. Over here. When you're doing a swatch, try to make it as big as you normally do, because that would show you the properties of the color when it's wet. See that? Now let's try rose madder. They have several reds for this. This paper is actually good. I can feel the difference in the paper. Rose madder has that pinkish tone that I actually like. You already know that I like that kind of red more than the other types. Now we have the rose madder deep. Wow. This is definitely a deeper shade. There. I hope this this fits here. Next, this is cadmium scarlet. And their scarlet is actually very similar to vermilion. There you go. Beautiful scarlet. Next is the lemon yellow. Very vibrant yellow. If you had the chance to use this brush, I actually like this brush so much. Some of these I even use in acrylic because they maintain a good point. These art materials are from Artillery Philippines. So I'll put the links down below if you want to check them out. They have hard to find art materials on their website. Also, I'll be having an FB live workshop for them. Those are florals in watercolor. I hope you can join us. The only thing you need to do is to join the group Artillery Philippines Hangout page. It only requires you to get at least 500 pesos worth of items from their shop, and you'll have an access to lots of fun and surprises. Workshops, tips and tricks. Okay, so this one is yellow ochre, sap green light, and sap green. This one is hooker's green. I usually like the hooker's green and sap green combination in any watercolor set. I think they look more natural than the other greens. Now we have the vibrant viridian. Perfect for those jewels, summer scene. And then my favorite blue, ultramarine. The blue beyond the sea. Next is a turquoise blue. We have more of that. Paint over there. Always clean your brush when doing this. There. Next is ultramarine pale. I have realized that whenever they make a pale version of ultramarine, it looks very purple than it should be. I don't know. Next is indigo. Indigo is one of my favorite blue. Side by side with ultramarine, it would produce beautiful oriental patterns. You should try it. It's beautiful indigo. Too much water. Whenever you're swatching, this is actually a good practice with a brush and handling with water. This is cobalt violet. After a while, you get the hang of it. I just realized that whenever I do this, I just do the labeling part offline because my handwriting gets even weirder when it's on camera. Black. That's a beautiful black. See that? And burnt sienna. Burnt sienna is one of my favorite browns. That rich color. Very similar to terracotta. Just love that. Burnt sienna with ultramarine is one of my favorite combination. Then of course we have the white. It's here because Oriental watercolors usually white to blend, especially when you look at Oriental paintings. They use white. Vibrant colors, very similar. The palette, I think this is a good mix. We have several reds, yellows, and then you have a good amount of green over there, healthy blues, and a nice purple. Now let's try to dry this out and then probably paint something on the side. And I decided to create a fun sketch over here. So I'll start with the back part. So that's our watercolor sketch on the side of the paint swatch of the Kuretake Gansai Tambi. As you can see, the colors are very vibrant. I tried to create grays and earth tones. It actually worked. With the paper, I actually like using this paper. It's actually different. It feels different, but good. So we'll probably use this again in another video. This is one of the watercolors that I'll be using for the upcoming workshop that I have with Artillery Philippines. We'll be drawing and painting flowers for that session. So I'll be putting all of the links in the description down below. I hope you enjoyed this painting session and swatching of these Kuretake Gansai Tambi using our new watercolor paper from Winsor and Newton Cotman sketchbook over here. There. You can see they retained most of the colors, vibrancy. If ever you want to get any of the materials seen here in the video, you can check out Artillery Philippines, and I'll be putting the link on my description down below. So, what do you think would be a nice subject to paint next? So I just finished this today. This is a watercolor floral made using the Kuretake Gansai Tambi. I'm still using my ceramic palette for this. So I just used ultramarine, sap green, a little bit of rose madder, yellow for all of these, using the same paper that I used a while ago. So the Winsor and Newton Cotman watercolor paper. And I'm actually pleased with the paper quality that this has. So if you are also looking for a beginner watercolor for practice and for your watercolor journey, you can use this Gansai Tambi. It's a little opaque than the usual Western watercolors, but works very fine. I did some glazing, charging techniques, backgrounds, and it performed very well. So I would suggest you also try to check this out. This comes in different kinds of sets. The smallest I think is the... I'll just put the link to the description down below. I'm not sure about the smaller set. I think they have 6 colors only, and they go up to the biggest ones, 24-36. With different colors, metallics, they have silvers and golds, or like that. So with that, thank you for watching. This is Ian DJ, RavenFox13. I hope to see you again on my channel. Bye-bye. Like and subscribe. Ciao.